So I'm bringing you guys, you right there, another build video. And as promised, it's my Dwayne Wade / Anthony Edwards build on 2K25. Now, what you can do is you can go on shooting guard, hover over attack artist, but don't click it because you're editing it. Now, if you want attack artist, the name, it's a very unique name. Just make this build. If you just want to get straight into it, make this build. It is a great build, right? These are the stats for that build, okay? It's a very good build. I'm going to make it better because I am sick. What we're going to do, first of all, we're going to take it down to 6'4", and we are going to up the weight. I did just take a photo of this. Let me bring this back up. We're going to up the weight to 222. I'll show you why. The wingspan is 6'11". Because if we look at something down here, just down there, defensive rebound is at 80 rated. Crazy. Do you know what that gets us? Silver rebound chaser. But what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to start bottom and go down. I want a 99 layup build after cap breakers, okay? And to do that, there's one way for it. We up this to a 94. We don't get anything out of putting it to a 94 from 93 to 94. But when we get cap breakers, that's going to be 99. We stick that at our 93. We're lowering our standing dunk to a 50, just so we can get the standing dunk packages. If we receive a late pass or whatever, we're still putting that up when there's no one about. Going down to the midi, that goes up to an 89. That gives us set shot specialist on gold. If you're wondering why I'm not going to a 91, yes, you get shifty shooter on gold, but it's a big investment. It's a whole overall on the left side of the screen there. And let me just go to this so you can see the badges. I don't want it. You know, the main purpose of this build is to slash. We're sticking with it. You can obviously edit what I'm building here to suit your own play style, but this is what I want. I'm playing this mainly for rec out of the 2 guard as a secondary ball handler, okay? Free throw, we're keeping it at an 80. It's wonderful. Pass accuracy is going up to an 85. And one reason only, I want to bail out on bronze, okay? If there was one thing I would spend more time on attempting to get, it would be a pass accuracy to a 92 to get Diamond on Hall of Fame and bail out on silver. This is what is preferable for me, but I couldn't find out a way to get it. So we're at an 85. Ball handling to an 86. This gives us things like Kawhi Leonard's behind the back at an 86 ball handling. And a lot of other dribble moves. I don't know why the threshold is 86. Not only that, it also gives us ankle assassin on silver. Speed with ball. This is very important because it says 75 here for the Anthony Edwards player build, okay, for the attack artist pro build. But I'm pretty sure on 2K Labs, okay, at 75 you get silver launch. I'm just going to double check on 2K Labs here, but I'm pretty sure you get Anthony Edwards dribble style at a 76 speed with ball. The other people to look out for is upgrading this again. If you can to an 85, you get Darius Garland at an 85 ball handle, speed with ball, but I'm not going for that. Who else is a good dribble style? Russell Westbrook at an 87. But again, I'm not going for those. We're going down to a 76 for Anthony Edwards. And we also get Jalen Green, I believe. Am I blind? Where's Jalen Green? Yep, Jalen Green at 75. James Harden at 75 as well. We'll make it work. I'm a 2 guard. I don't need over-the-top speed with ball. Okay? Interior defense, we're dropping. I think it's to a 54, I think. Perimeter defense, we're keeping at a 74. Again, we're not a lock build. We can defend. And defense on this game is low-key weird. So, challenging. Like, I've got a 92 perimeter defense lockdown, and it's not crazy noticeable. I'll be honest. Still, we're going for a 73 for the best badge defensively in the game on silver, and that is interceptor. We can max +1 it to gold if you want to. I think it's a waste. You can do that. Look, we wouldn't be D Wade, all these high-flying 2s, you know, Anthony Edwards, without a block. So we're going 68 for high-flying denier on bronze, which will get us blocks, especially on those pesky leaking guard. This is what separates my shooting guard build to most others, because most others would be like, look, what are you doing? 60 is more than enough for a guard, mate. I don't care who you are. I want silver rebound chaser. We can max +1 that. It's a tier 2 badge, bear in mind. We can max +1 it to gold on a guard. No one's doing that. Speed, we're keeping it an 83. Agility, we're dropping to a 75 for one reason. We are upping our strength to an 80 floor. Not only does it give us immovable enforcer on silver, we get physical finisher on gold. And when we up our driving layer, we get it on Hall of Fame. Now the next, if we do upgrade this, I'll show you. The next, come on, don't annoy me. The next cap is at a 97 strength for legend physical finisher. But again, we can just use a max +1 for it. So that's why we aren't having it any higher. And our vertical, I believe, is also at an 85. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? I'll close shots up too high. Here we go. And the rest takes us to a 50, 53, and a 69 block. This here is the perfect, in my opinion, shooting guard build. The 2 or the 3, absolutely perfect. Look at these shades of. I'll be honest, I don't know who Isaiah Ryder is, but we got Donovan Mitchell and Anthony Edwards. Probably the best 2 shooting guards currently in the league. Obviously, we got Booker, but is he a point guard now? You know, there's also Jaylen Brown, but is he a small forward now? You know, and the name mid-range slasher, which is exactly what we want to do with it. Now, if I had money, if I had VC, I would make this build for you guys and show you how much it can dominate, because I know for a fact it can. However, we are broke, boy, so I can't be doing it. I'm playing it free to play this year. I am going to be making this build eventually, so I will have videos and mixtapes to show you when I've saved enough VC. I've got about 20k VC saved up at the moment for when I make this build, but I'm not going to make it, put 20k on and then play over 63 overall. It's not happening. Now, some of the things you can change. I do this every time I make a build, just to show you guys where you can change, and if you were to change, what I would do. We're going to start off. The first thing that I was debating more than anything on this build is this driving dunk. Because I'm going for a 99 driving layup, okay, do I need posterizer high? And I've been going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I've decided to go for it to have some fun, getting some contact dunks. But if you want to make it more versatile, potentially up the defending, up the shooting, up the pass accuracy, drop this to an 87. We're still getting contact dunks. We still will get them. And drop our vertical to an 80. Now, at 84, we do get Aerial Wizard on Legend, but it's not worth it. The reason why it was at an 85, okay, is because I was future-proofing the build. If I ever got to the second lot of cap breakers, because obviously the first lot's going on a 99 driving layup, if I ever got to the second lot, I would put 3 into driving dunk, giving me Hall of Fame posterizer without having to upgrade the vertical, and I'd put the remaining 2 on mid-range shot. Now, do I think I'm going to get those second lot of cap breakers? No, but I still want to dunk on people, so that's why I've done it. We dropped the driving dunk, as I said, and we dropped the vertical. Now, this has given us a 98 overall. We've got plenty of wiggle room. What I would do straight away, upgrade that midi, get a shifty shooter on gold, okay? I would then upgrade the speed with ball and potentially aim to get that to an 86 for Darius Garland dribble style. To do that, if you want more of a guard build and like more of a 1 or 2 build instead of a 2 to 3, even, I mean, you're not going to be playing a 4 at 6'4". We drop all this. We drop that again. Drop that. Where were we at? Let's re-drop the mid-range. Get the speed with ball up. If you're more of a guard, and look, if you don't play rec again, you can just drop the free throw. You don't need the free throw if you don't play rec. You know, it's there because I play rec quite a lot of it. And then what you can do, you can get Russ's dribble style if you want at the 87 speed with ball. If you don't want, silver posterizer, I would go to an 84 driving dunk. That gives you LeBron James dunk package. And that way we can upgrade our midi to a 91. And the rest, again, I would probably just put on free throw, but if you're not playing rec, you could put it anywhere. Standing dunk's really cheap on shooting guards. So if you want up that to a 60. The other thing that's cheap is offensive rebound. So if I drop this standing dunk again, offensive rebound is also very cheap. So we can up that. But I'm not going to be doing that. Again, the build that I want is I want to dunk on people. I'm fine with being a bit slower, to have Okay, I went a bit OD there. I'm fine with being a bit slower with the ball in my hands to be able to have elite dunking. Now, if you think, okay, I am not going to make use of silver rebound chaser, drop it. Again, that's just because I wanted it. Drop it to bronze. You're still going to be able to get rebounds with bronze rebound chaser. It's just it's obviously not as good as silver. And if you look, whilst dropping it, I don't even gain a whole overall from dropping it. I'm saying that when you can't see it. Look at the top there, the overall meter. So we drop that as much as we can. We're a 98. We max it out, we're still in a 98. Yes, the bars, there's less to work with, but it's still there. The other places we can go, again, we can just upgrade our shooting to a 91 if you don't want the rebounding. And up our free throw, put it on block. If you don't want silver rebound chaser, go with this version of the build. You still have bronze. It's still more than enough. It's more offensive, you know, but we're there. Now, if you want this build, but slightly more defensive, here's what you do. Drop the mid-range, up the perimeter. Drop the driving dunk again, and up the perimeter again. Now, what this does, okay, with the last one, we upgrade the strength. And as you can see, immovable enforcer is on gold. With the rest, drop it wherever you want. As I said, offensive rebound's quite cheap. If you're not going, by the way, if you're not going to be going the 93 driving dunk, don't go the 85 vertical. It's not worth it just for legendary or wizard. Trust me, it's not worth it. So we can up the speed a little bit. We can up the agility. Even better, we can get that speed with ball back up. No, we'll go with agility. We're going more defensive. We'll upgrade that agility to work with it. And now we've got silver defensive badges with off-ball pest and immovable enforcer on gold. And bing, bang, boom. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. That there, we'll dump the rest in free throw, standing dunk. Let me drop one off free throw so we can get our standing dunk to over 50. Let's drop another one down so we can get that to over 55. And let's drop it enough so we can get it to over 60. Perfect. How much can we get if we do that? 3. We'll do it this way. This is probably the most rounded shooting guard build you can go. And look at those shades of. Absolutely gorgeous shades of. But I'm not going this. I want to be more of a high flyer. And I don't care. Like, again, defense is weird on this 2K. I don't want it. I don't need it. I yearn for the dunking on people. That's what I yearn for. Although, am I going to get those second lot of cap breakers? Probably not. So let's not go with the 85 vert. It's too expensive. Let's see now. How can I get this 91 midi? By dropping everything. Quite a lot. Now, one of the reasons why on my shooting guard that I'm doing here, that I want this 80 defensive rebound, is because I play a lot of random rec, okay? Some centers, when they're made to be more offensive, only have an 80 defensive rebound. So if you're getting matched up against an inside center, which there's so many of, that has a 96, 94, those are the two common thresholds for an inside center, offensive rebound, that center is not going to stand a chance. And it will annoy you that your team can't get rebounds. So if you're not part of the problem, be part of the solution, okay? And grab that defensive rebound for your center. I like my free throw highs. You know, we're not going to be out here missing. The last thing I'm going to try and do is just try and get that free throw up a little bit more if I can. I'll drop the speed 1, and with that, is it worth it? We've gone from 76 to an 89 and some change. It's 100% worth it. And there it is. That's the build that I'm going to be making after I have saved my VC up. I'm very excited to make it because you don't see a lot of two guards coming out here, you know, getting blocks, getting rebounds, doing everything, moving middies, step backs, the lot. We've got limitless range on bronze, hence the 80 3-point shot and not the 83 instead of the 80. But yeah, that's the build I'm going to be going with. I know for a fact I'm going to be having so much goddamn fun on this build. Let me know in the comments what you guys would change about this build, if you're going to make it, you know, where you can see I've gone wrong, places I've done well, because I love the builder. I spend so much time in the builder every goddamn year, hence now making videos about it, because I thought, look, if I'm going to spend all this time in the builder learning about this, I tell my friends, But if I'm gaining this knowledge, I may as well share it. It's no water off my back, I believe is the saying. But yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Leave a goddamn comment below, because don't be an egg, that's why. Subscribe and like the video just to help me out. The next build, what am I going to do for the next build? Let me know in the comments if there's a build that you want me to make. Otherwise, my next build is going to be a Dennis Rodman small forward, power forward-esque build. So goddamn like the video for that. Catch you in a bit.